How's it going? It's Ron for FightHype.com. I'm here with Manny Robles. How's it going?
It's going great, man. Back in Vegas.
You got a big fight with Charles Martin.
Sir.
Co-main event, IBF title eliminator.
Yes, sir.
Big showing right now. How's everything been?
Everything's been going great. You know, we're ready for battle. Come Saturday night, he's ready. He looks good. He feels good. So it's time to get, time to get in the ring and show what he's been working on.
Gerald Washington fought Deontay Wilder. Obviously, Charles Martin had a fight with Anthony Joshua. So it's kind of like this is top level fighting right here.
Absolutely.
And if he beats him, puts him in that redemption to kind of get back to get that Anthony Joshua fight again. What do you guys know about Gerald Washington?
A lot. You know, I have a great deal of respect for Gerald. He's a good friend of mine, and it's business. Both fighters got to get in the ring, and they got to do what they got to do. They both got to feed their families. So you can't turn a fight at this level. You can't turn this fight down. So, may the best man win. But I'm feeling pretty good about the fight Saturday.
Now, when Gerald fought Adam Kanaki, he got knocked out quick, but Charles gave Adam hell, hell and back in that fight. Do you see like a knockout going in? Just looking at that those two performances,
as a coach, I never underestimate any opponent. That's what we prepared ourselves for 12 rounds. We don't take this fight lightly at all whatsoever. This is a different circumstances. This is a different fight, a different situation. Styles make fights, so we expect a tough battle. And again, as I said, we prepare for 12 rounds. We're not taking anybody lightly. It's in this case Gerald. So we're going to go out there and do the best we can and walk away with the win.
And of course, if he gets past this, there's going to be a different Charles Martin, I guess, going into the Joshua.
Yeah, we're hoping. So we're hoping we get an opportunity to fight for the world title, and that's what this is. This is a title eliminator, so we have to treat it as such. There's no such thing as a small fight or a tune-up fight or a small opponent. No, everybody's tough. Every fight is the biggest. I always tell my boys, every fight is the biggest fight of your life, your career. So this is it right here. We can't think ahead of this fight. We got to think now. We got to think Saturday night, and we get the W. Then we can go ahead on to bigger, and we can go ahead and look on to bigger and better things. But as of right now, the only thing we have in mind is Gerald Washington.
And then you being such a great trainer, and on top of the fact, a heavyweight, unified heavyweight champion. Just want some breakdowns on some fights if that's possible of Deontay Wilder and the Fury rematch.
Man, it's going to be a great fight. It's going to be a hell of a fight. I personally have Deontay Wilder winning by knockout, but if it goes to a decision, then it may very well go Fury's way. By knockout, Wilder. By decision, Fury.
You think Fury has any capability of knocking out Wilder?
I don't know. I've never seen really any, but I've seen Wilder get hurt in the past, but he's never been down, and he's proven time and time again to have a hell of a chin. And on the other hand, with Fury, he didn't look too good in this last fight. Plus, on top of that, Wilder put him down a couple times. So, I don't know what's to happen on if he gets to, put him down again. Will he be able to get back up? I don't know. If it happens more than once, like it did in the first fight, I don't know if he's going to be able to, take Wilder's power.
And I two more fight breakdowns, if you don't mind asking. Possibly a Teofimo Lomachenko fight.
Hell of a fight, man. Hell of a fight.
How do you think that fight breaks down?
I like Teofimo, man. He's an upcoming star. He's a world champion now. He's an established fighter, if you will. But on the other hand, you got somebody like Lomachenko. I've been watching Lomachenko ever since back in the amateurs when I saw him for the first time in 2009 at the World Championships in Italy. And he's impressed me then, and he continues to impress me now. So it's going to be a toss-up. You got a young fighter in Teofimo, and then you got a veteran fighter in Lomachenko that's fought everybody there is to fight as a pro. But not only that, but as an amateur, he's fought the top fighters in the world. So I don't know, man. It's a tough one.
And then not going. Obviously, you used to train Andy Ruiz, but there's been rumors of maybe him facing Luis Ortiz. Obviously, you know Andy very well. How do you think that fight, if that fight happens?
It's up to Andy. As I've said it time and time again, it's up to Andy. It's up to who shows up the night of the fight. Andy's got to want it. I've said it. He's a great fighter. He's got and I've said it before we beat Joshua the first time. He's got unbelievable skills. He's got a chin. He's got power. He's got great boxing ability. Great ring generalship, but. He's got to want to get in there and train and get ready for the fight, I don't know what else to say, but definitely, definitely, if he shows up 100%, I see Ruiz winning the fight.
And before I let you go, I know you have a stable of amazing fighters. So you can just list a couple of that fights coming up.
We got a few fights coming up. Obviously, we have Charles Martin coming up on Saturday night, and we have Taragu Shea, hopefully getting a shot at the world title this year.
Tough division.
We have Chris Pearson fighting on March the 28th. Up and coming talent like Chris Zavala, Alex Zavala, and the list goes on and on. But this is within the next month or so. This is what I have coming up.
We appreciate the time.
Appreciate
Thank you so much.
man. Sir.